So, what do you think the keys are to kind of finishing strong for the offense, and how is the sort of mood of the team right now?
I think offensively, the mood is just to keep building off of what we've been doing. I think our offense has a pretty good feeling right now. We have some pretty good momentum going for us, and I think at this point the offense is really confident in what we're doing, and um, yeah, just building off the weeks, just fixing little things here and there, just to keep improving. And I feel like as offense, we feel like we can put up points against anyone right now.
And what's it felt like with Trenton being the quarterback and the success that you guys have been able to have there?
I think Trent runs the offense really smoothly. He gets rid of the ball quick, puts the ball in our playmakers' hands, and like he reads the RPOs well. So, I mean, that's really like what we just got to build off of.
We asked a lot about it in the fall about what the strengths are or for the offensive line in the run game as compared to the pass game. Now that we're close to the end of the season, how do you feel you would answer that question now? Where are the strengths on the offensive line?
Strengths in the offensive line. I mean, I still feel like our strength is the run game, but with the way the offense is rolling right now, um, we've been passing the ball a lot more just to get those quick passes into our wide receivers and ball catching hands so that they can like make plays and stuff. Just because like that's what's working and that's what's like well we're exposing the opponent's defenses on. In the run game, like a lot of the teams will go into the game knowing that we can run the ball and like they'll bring down safeties in the box and they'll like play certain ways on run plays just to like mess with us and like avoid getting gashed on the run plays, and that like opens up the pass game for us even more than that. And also like the RPOs, like when Trent sees a RPO that's open, he's gonna take it. So all those run plays that he's throwing the RPOs is all like run plays where we're not getting yards, even though the run play might be open, but he'll take that pass play if he sees that it's open. So.
And then been a few weeks, obviously, with Coach Iguano calling the plays and going up tempo. How do you feel that overall you as a group have responded to that? And I mean, you're feeling more comfortable with the up tempo.
I think we are comfortable with up tempo ever since week one. I mean, it was kind of difficult in Colorado. I feel like the altitude kind of got to us a little bit in the first week of up tempo, but even then, like I felt like we were more conditioned than Colorado for being in the altitude, which was crazy to me. But I think it catches defense off guard and it prevents them from like substituting into like different packages and stuff. I mean, UCLA did a pretty good job of substituting their guys into different packages and stuff, even with our tempo. But it helps us out like going fast and like catching them off guard a lot and just keep just getting those short yards. Like he emphasized getting 4 yards on first down, so that it would make it like second and mid instead of like second and long. Because I feel like in the beginning we were in second and longs a lot, and if we got that 4 yards on first down to be second and mid, we just like go up tempo and just keep the ball rolling.
And then when you talk of the running game too, I mean, obviously a lot of running backs always say the more they get the ball, obviously they like it, they want the ball more. But I mean, with X, the more touches he gets, and you guys saying your strength in running the ball, what have you seen in the growth just from him the whole season, like from the beginning of the season until now?
Oh, I think it has grown a lot, and especially like becoming more of a well-rounded player. They were talking about how much receiving yards he had last game, I think it was, and it was crazy to me how versatile he is in the offense and just like um, growing as a runner too. I mean, like in the beginning of the season, like you'll see him like make a couple errors here and there, and like not every block's gonna be perfect. So like we rely on him to like make an adjustment to make our blocks right, which good on him because he does it a lot. And now he's so comfortable back there, just reading the holes and making our blocks better, and you know getting those gashes for big yards.
Ben, Washington State's first in the Pac-12 in scoring defense. They've had pretty good pass rush. What do you see as the challenges against them?
I think they do like to move a lot as a D line. They're a very active D line, not the biggest, not the stout D tackles that you normally see on the defensive line, but they got guys that will shift from gap to gap, and they'll bring the backers in. They'll run some crazy fronts with like all DNs and bring the linebackers up, and they like to bring the safeties up and run lots of blitzes with safeties and linebackers. And I feel like this week we've done a great job of like practicing that and getting reps against looks, and we should be ready. And hopefully, when we do see those blitzes and those weird looks, and if they do want to put all those D linemen in, and we do end up running the ball, and we'll hopefully get a lot of yards on those.
What are the keys to being successful against that? Is it pre-snap recognition? Is it communication? What goes into it?
Yeah, it's definitely pre-snap recognition. I mainly put that on myself, especially because I'm supposed to be seeing the safety rotations and where the linebackers are lined up, and especially on pass plays, if they want to blitz, I have to slide the protection to that side. And what was I gonna say? And oh yeah, communication. And yeah, if the tackles are always looking out at the blitzes and stuff. So if they see it, they got to communicate that across the line, and we all got to communicate that over to the other side, and that is a big part of it, because of like we have to communicate that to the whole team. And like if the quarterback will see it, like he can check the play to something else, and like because you're not always trying to run the ball or like into the blitz, you know what I mean? So like if you want to check the play, you got to communicate that over and recognize that. So yeah.
Hey Ben, Jake Seymour, Cronkite Sports. Obviously, the Darius has been out for the last few weeks. What has been the biggest difference you've noticed on the offensive line in his absence?
I think we've done a great job of filling in when has been down. You never want to see your lineman go down like that and have to sit out those couple weeks. But like I said, in spring and fall camp and stuff, like we had depth at the O line at the time, and with Joey going down and LD going down, I think Chris and Dez at guard and Isaiah and Emmett at tackle has been a pretty good line these past couple weeks, and I think everyone's been stepping up and doing their jobs, and I think it's been a pretty good fit. And hopefully, we can get LD to come back for whenever he becomes healthy, I guess, and see what happens.